Hey everyone, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. It's that time of year again, time for Black Friday, Amazon Prime deals. So we'll make this video pretty short, just an overview of my favorite tools that have really big discounts coming up for the Thanksgiving holiday weekend here. So we got scanners, meters, cameras, chargers. Let's get into it. Alright, let's first start off, as we usually do, with scan tools. So these two right here are my daily workhorses. They come with me in the field and I use them here in the shop. The TOPDON Phoenix Plus 10-inch screen, rugged tablet, super fast, amazing coverage. This is my workhorse. You guys have seen me use it for a couple of years now. Similar to the ThinkTool Pros and to other scanners, of this form, but they all have the launch software, so they're all amazing. Highly recommend it. This one, $300 off for Black Friday. You can get it for about $870. So go check that out. Next on the list, the AUTEL MK808TS with the little TPMS symbol. This is my main tire pressure monitoring tool, but it's also a full AUTEL scanner, bidirectional scanner, and obviously the screen is smaller than the Phoenix Plus, but for the functionality and TPMS capability, it's on sale for about $560, so it's $140 off. There is an upgraded version, I think the MaxiCheck MX808 TS, so it's probably even faster than this one. Highly recommended. Alright, so next row we come to our more budget-friendly DIY scanners. This one right here has been in the last few review videos as well. It's the Launch CRP919 Bluetooth. So you can see it's smaller screen, it doesn't have a stand, but it has the same software as the TOPDON Phoenix Plus. Same launch software, which is incredible. And for this bidirectional scanner, right now it's on sale for a little over $400. It's still the best bang for the buck for a full scanner. So that's $130 off if you're, occasional use, but if you want the capability, this is the one to grab. Alright, so the next two scanners are Bluetooth dongles that interface with your smartphone. So we have the KINGBOLEN Ediag Elite and the TopDon TopScan. Both very capable. We actually did a side-by-side comparison I think last year, and the KINGBOLEN had a couple more features. It's slightly more expensive. This one's $85, it's $25 off right now. But this one comes with lifetime free updates. So if you own the scanner for more than a year, this one's going to be cheaper than the TopScan, because this one, it's $53 right now. On sale, you get $25 off. But each year you're going to have to pay $50 to keep that bidirectional functionality for your car. So if I was going long term, I would get the KINGBOLEN Ediag Elite, but both very capable, affordable scanners. Just throw one of these in your glove box so you don't have to worry about your check engine light or anything else on your modern car. Next in line, voltmeter, ammeter, amp clamp. These two units right here have been through hell and back, and they're going strong. Unbelievable value. You guys don't need fancy fluke meter or a snap-on meter. These are plenty accurate, and they're amazingly cheap, so you can throw it around. If you crush it under a hood, you won't cry. You can just get 5 of these for the price of half a fluke. So the AstroAI DVOM, I use this for in-series parasitic draw measurements. It's accurate down to 1 milliamp. It has a backlight. Same for the amp clamp. This is very handy for battery testing, alternator outputs, tracking down short circuits, you name it. By having an amp clamp and a voltmeter and ohm meter all in one tool is really handy. So what are these going for right now? The amp clamp is 32 bucks. It's I think $10 off or something, or $15 off. The DVOM is only $20 right now. So get it 2 or 3. Why not? Nice big screen. And some people ask, what leads do I use? These are from aeswave.com. They are nice silicone shielded leads. Very convenient. You can put your clips on there with banana jacks. I actually soldered on my own stackable banana jacks on these on both sides. Very handy to have. These are my daily leads, but they're not sold on Amazon. Next in line, I use this baby weekly, the legendary TS100 battery-powered soldering iron. I can't say enough good things about it. I've beat on it for 6 years. Use it probably a few times a week on all kinds of wiring repairs. And I run it off of this lithium-ion 1300 milliamp hour 5-cell battery. So this is at 20 volts. So this heats up super fast. You can run it off of a 12 volt battery. It'll probably take a little bit longer to heat up. So you will, the battery and the charger are sold separately. Just look on the Amazon store. All the stuff is there. But this is the king for especially mobile wiring repairs. It's like a little pen. You can get in there, nice and hot. The wind doesn't blow it out. Simply amazing. Oh, by the way, this baby's on sale for 64 bucks right now. The upgraded version, TS101, is what they're selling. This is the TS100, the OG. The battery and the charger will probably cost more than the soldering iron itself, but well worth it for the entire setup. Next we get to camera equipment. The TESLONG NTS 500 dual camera endoscope. There are a ton of endoscopes on the market, and this isn't the cheapest one. So right now that one's on sale for $195, so it's $75 off. But why do I love it? Well, it's crisp. The actual camera, I don't know what you call this thing, the hose, keeps its shape really well. So you can bend it to shape and then stick it in and zero in on whatever you're trying to look for. I have used this thing for everything from checking out HVAC systems, all the ducts in the car under the dash, looking for lost bolts under the hood, you name it. Even if you're trying to view a connector from somewhere where you can't see it with your eye, you can change between the two camera views just by pushing a button. You can save pictures, and the probe is skinny enough to fit down a glow plug hole, like in a Duramax or a Power Stroke or something. Some probes are too fat to do that, so highly recommended. I've used this thing probably hundreds of times. It's never let me down. USB rechargeable, simply a great product. Next up, the TopDon TC View infrared thermal camera. Now again, occasional use, maybe once a month, especially for parasitic drains or cooling systems, stuff like that. When you need it, this thing is really nice to have. It again interfaces with your smartphone through a USB connector, doesn't need a battery or anything. On sale for 200 bucks, $100 off. So I haven't found any other thermal camera that's as versatile and easy to use as the TopDon TC view, 001, I guess. So if you're in the market for a thermal camera for automotive use and general around the home use, that's the one to get. This baby right here, the TOPDON Tornado 90,000 battery charger maintainer, has become one of my favorite tools for diagnostics when the vehicle is not running or has a charging problem. So especially when doing programming or lengthy key-on diagnostics you need to maintain battery voltage, this baby puts out up to 90 amps, which is impressive. And this display is super handy. You get volts, amps, amp hours, and the amount of time that you've been, have it on. So it monitors everything for you. So for example, the vehicle gets towed in with a completely dead battery. First thing I do, put this thing on and just leave it. Leave it overnight. Come back the next morning and see how many amp hours the battery accepted. If it accepted like 10 amp hours, your battery's shot, obviously. So you can tell the customer right off the bat, hey, you need a new battery. Then, once the battery is fully charged up and you still have some current going, you can say, hey, there's a parasitic draw here, let's diagnose that. So, very handy to have this display, and you can set the maximum amps on here. You can set the voltage down to 1/10 of a volt. I can't say enough good things about the Tornado 90,000 battery charger. It's not cheap, it's a little pricey. Right now it's on sale for $720, so it's $80 off. But if you run a shop, you need to have a good battery charger. Those old school ones where you set it to boost and the voltage is all wavy and you could fry, cook your battery, whatever. For a modern shop or business, that's not going to fly. You need a nice steady voltage source that will just, no questions asked, 13.5 volts. That's it's really nice to have. This one looks familiar. The GOOLOO GP4000 jump starter. I keep this in my work truck and I've used it dozens of times. It has never failed to start or at least turn over any engine that I've tried. And you can crank it. The capacity here is impressive. Project Farm did a review. This always comes out on top. So the GOOLOO GP4000 right now is only $80, so it's $60 off. Get one for each one of your vehicles and just keep it in the trunk fully charged. You'll thank me later. You can jumpstart other people, you can jumpstart yourself. You don't have to worry about getting stranded with a dead battery out in the cold. So, no brainer. Alright, last item on the Black Friday sale is my very own homebrew PHAD pressure transducer. So I carry two on board with my Pico scope in the scope box. Two options here. The basic kit comes with a 267 psi transducer, so vacuum to 267. If you need a higher pressure range, this is vacuum to 667, which is actually more than, for example, the gold standard Pico WPS 500. Everyone swears by them. They are very nice, but you could get more than two of these for the price of one Pico kit. So the more transducers you have, the more stuff you can do simultaneously. You can hook up, two channels, two pressure transducers, one in the cylinder, one on the intake manifold, and get all your data. So these are $500 for the regular kit. If you want to add on a 667, just a transducer head, that's an extra $150. Comes with either BNC or banana leads. And I've been trying to keep the price the same, even though inflation has been out of control across the board. So that's the sale price, $500. If you order by the first week of December, I should have it shipped to you by Christmas. So I'm going to gather up all the orders and make a batch of however many orders I get. So order, if you want one before Christmas, you have to order right now, and we'll get those made and shipped out. That's it. That's a Black Friday video. Happy shopping, happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for your support. And coming up is the Thanksgiving special. So enjoy that, eat lots of turkey, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.